I have talked to so many of my readers over the years who say it's just really hard because we want to be frugal, we want to save money, but it feels like there's no one who gets it. It feels like we're surrounded by people who are just spending money and who aren't budget conscious and who think that we are really weird for making the decisions that we're making. So I want to give you some encouragement of ways to find frugal friends. You are very influenced by the people around you. And if everyone around you is spending a lot of money and being very extravagant, it's really hard to stick with your beans and rice budget. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people who get it, who they are trying to live on a budget too, who they are trying to stick with the Dave Ramsey plan or whatever plan that you're on to either get out of debt or to save money and get in a good financial position so that you can give generously, it makes it fun because you feel like you're not alone. But you also can bounce ideas off of one another. You can share tips. You can encourage one another. You can be a cheerleader to one another. My number one tip is that if you want to find frugal friends, go hang out where frugal people hang out. Where do frugal people hang out in your area? Start there. There's a lot of online resources like blogs, like Facebook groups, like forums, and that can be great. But if you can find some local friends, it's going to just make your world so much more colorful. So where do frugal people hang out? I'm going to give you a list of some ideas, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Leave a comment and tell me if you have some other great ideas to add to this list. Yard sales, consignment sales, your local library, thrift stores, used book sales, swap meets, frugal websites and message boards, local Facebook yard sale groups, free cycle, or I like this one, Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University classes. Start looking for these opportunities in your area. Look for events, for classes, for the free stuff. And then it's not just enough to look for that. Then I encourage you to show up. That's the number one thing. You got to show up. You got to step outside your comfort zone and you got to show up. 2, meet people. When you go to these events, meet people. Be friendly. Even if you're an introvert, pretend like you're an extrovert for a day. Get outside your comfort zone. Talk to people. Ask questions. Find out their stories. Be friendly and start asking questions. And see if there's camaraderie. Now here's the deal. Not every single person that you meet, you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, that is my new frugal best friend. That's not how it's gonna work. But I can guarantee that if you keep showing up, if you keep asking questions, you're gonna find some frugal friends. Volunteer. If it is a consignment sale or some other kind of swap meet, see if you can volunteer. The other great idea that I love that I knew some of my friends have done is to teach a class. Libraries or community centers will often offer you the opportunity that you can go and teach a class. So you could teach a class on bread baking. You could teach a class on freezer cooking. You could teach a class on couponing. You could teach a class on cutting your grocery budget. You could teach a class on sticking with the budget. Whatever is something that's your specialty, teach a class on it. Some of them you charge $5 or even do it for free. But this is a great way to get your face out there, get yourself out there, to teach what you know, but at the same time that, even if only 3 or 5 people show up to the class, those are 3 or 5 people that there's probably a good chance that they are frugal and they could become your frugal friends. And then once you've done this so you've showed up and you volunteered, maybe you've taught a class and you've started to get to know some people, consider starting a frugal club. So a frugal friends club. You can do this any way you want, but there's a post that I did on my blog that I will link in the description about a frugal friends club, and it's just a group of women who meet once a month and they learn new skills, they encourage one another, they try new things, they help each other save money. And when you regularly meet like that, that is how you can really build those lasting, good, solid relationships. And so consider doing something like that, inviting people to join you. If people are interested in joining a Frugal Friends Club, there's a good chance that they are weird like you, and they might be someone that you would find a lot of camaraderie with. So I will leave the links to that post in the description if you're interested in checking that out. Leave a comment, tell us where you have found your frugal friends or other ideas that you have. I'd love to know. Let's encourage one another to surround ourselves with a community of frugal people and inspire each other to save more money so that we can give it away ultimately, because isn't that what it's all about? We save so that we can give generously. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.